Let's get a mixture
Hey, how
going on.
goes it? Ken Bozak from the BitcoinPodcast.com, here to talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin accessories. And with me from the BitcoinPodcast.com, I got Marcello. Say hi, Marcello.
Yo, yo, what up?
That's Marcello, that guy. And I got Big Head Indica from Instagram. He's going to be doing a bunch of questions about cryptocurrencies. Big Head, why don't you introduce yourself? Let everybody know who you are and how you got into Bitcoin and how that led us to where we are right now.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Big Head from Instagram. Started getting into crypto because it just seems very break free from the banks. Very, self-sufficient. Seems like it's giving a lot of people opportunity that couldn't get an opportunity, have some kind of form of currency to store their money and use and get throughout, the day and the week and whatever, because it seems like a freedom to me as I look into it more and more. I think Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is an amazing thing for the people, by the people, what I'm saying, and we're just trying to keep it making it better. And I want to be a part of this. Just ride, with, without me on it. I want to be on this humongous, beautiful wave that's making things happen for a lot of people and giving people an opportunity to be financially free, and I think that's amazing. And yeah, I love
So,
it.
so when did you first get into Bitcoin?
I would say not that long ago, a couple months ago.
Hmm.
But I've been watching you for a little while, and just you've been helping me get the courage to really get into it, full front, not hold back anymore. So
Well, I'm
yeah,
happy I
so
could
not too.
help. Happy I could help.
Yeah, for sure. I think you're a very big inspiration for people. I think you're a great thing for the community. So that's
Thank you.
why I was drawn to you, because I think you're definitely inspiration to you know do this.
Much appreciated, man. So yeah, I'm here to answer any questions you may have. I wanted to shout out to Ellie Marie, and Omar Bam. They're in the chat. Ellie was first. How goes it, Ellie? So yeah, Big Head. Any questions you may have, man? Fire away. Me and Marcello are here to help.
Yes, sir.
Well, honestly, like I'm trying to figure out like really the best way to diversify, my portfolio and have a wide range of crypto in there, and not just focus on, one or certain, and how I can go about that, like research and so on and so forth. What's the best way to do that, to
Yeah, for
get
sure.
your
It depends
profile
on
really
kind of what your
good?
goals are. Like me and Marcello were talking a little bit before we got on air. It's really what your goals are. So a lot of people buy altcoins because they believe in the project and they don't care if it's going to make them money. Other people will buy a altcoin because they think they can short it to make more money. And Marcello even has his own thing going now where he's saying he's trying to make a long-term short basically out of altcoins to make more Bitcoin. Are you still here, Marcello?
I'm here, brother.
Your video went away for a second there. Hey, you want to touch in on that a little bit? Let them know what you were doing with that vast portfolio.
Yeah, so with these type of discussions, you have to say not investment advice. This is just me personally, what I like to do. Um, first off, the question is, can you afford to lose money? They say you don't want to invest more than you can lose. I always invest pretty aggressively, like 10% of my income. So that affords me to go after more riskier coins.
Right.
If not, I would say that the best thing to do is to dollar cost average, which means don't pay attention to the price. Just throw in $100 like every week or something consistent, $50 a week.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of gets your beak wet. And if you want to get into altcoins, I would just kind of look at the top 15 coins on Coin Market Cap and just throw a little in there and play with the markets a little bit. And from there, the more time you devote to the space, the more you go down the rabbit hole, then you can do individual research on each company behind the token, and then you can kind of build an emotional bond with that company. You can read their white paper. You can believe in the utility, and then you can kind of make your investment decisions from there. But just from a surface level, can't go wrong with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and
exactly
Neo, Zcash, the usual suspects.
Yeah, for me, when it comes to coins, like if I see something enter the top 20 too quickly out of nowhere, I kind of drop a little bit into it. I did it with Tron, I did it with XVG, I did it with ADA, and so far so good. Every time something seems to pop up out of nowhere into the top 20, top 10, it's pretty much a crazy bull run, and you can get lucky on it. But I don't think people should be doing that with their lunch money and going without if it doesn't hit green candles the next day and now you're hungry. But I do it quite often anymore. It's kind of emotional. But if you wanted to look into something long term, I would recommend the most undervalued tool to an investor is the Slack or the Discord or the Telegram or whatever application the developing team is using to communicate with the community. Join that open channel chat and ask all the questions you have about the project. And if the developers aren't there to answer those questions and the founder is nowhere to be found, I don't think that's something you may want to be invested in long term.
Exactly.
What kind of exchanges are you using?
Well, right now I'm just using Coinbase and a couple other things, and trying to figure out what websites I need to be messing with, and
well, for sure Binance. That's a good exchange.
Well, yeah, that's what I was really leaning forwards to, Binance. But I'm just really trying to make sure I'm going in the right direction. I know, I'm a newbie. I'm going to get bumps and scrapes. I'm not worried about that. I just want to make sure I'm not, cutting my head off before I, get into the game.
Well, make sure you have a nice, solid portfolio of the top, dogs, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and then dabble in the alts. You don't want have a majority of your portfolio in underdogs. You know what I mean?
Yes. Right. Have you checked out Potcoin?
Yes, I have actually. Did you see the Netflix TV series Dispensary or Disjointed, about the dispensary? I mean,
I just watched that whole thing. Yeah,
dude, they talked about Potcoin a lot, and actually, as soon as that lady mentioned Potcoin, I opened up my my exchange and I bought some more Potcoin. I was like, you know what? It's a sign. I'm buying Potcoin. So
I know. Same thing.
I've been buying Potcoin ever since it was about a nickel or so, I believe, a little over a year ago. And I thought it was cool because it was Potcoin. And now I'm really seeing that the community behind it, the funding, is going towards educating dispensaries for cryptocurrency acceptance and customer, usage of these currencies. So it's really cool to see things that, have I don't know what to call it, a fad factor, it's totally cool because it's related to pot,
Dennis Rodman's behind it.
Yes, he is. They actually funded him to go to Korea.
I better name though, man. Yeah.
I think they're gonna do fine regardless. I think that the community, if Doge and all these other meme coins can make it, I think Potcoin as a meme coin with a utility actually has something. But me personally, I would just tell the dispensaries to accept Litecoin and use Litecoin, or store their value in Bitcoin, but accept Litecoin at the register. But I do have some Potcoin because they are helping that industry, so I want to help them help the industry.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's so many. Somebody said hemp coin. There's THC coin. There's so many of these, there's so many of these coins out. I think that, with recreational laws coming into play all over, even New Jersey, now that we have Philip Murphy as a governor, he said within 100 days of his inauguration, we will have recreational marijuana laws in New Jersey. So that's cool as hell. And to see more and more of this coming with this technology gaining more and more mainstream attention, I could see the two branching off into something we never saw happening. So there could be some Potcoin royalty plan with the dispensaries. If you spend $20 at the dispensary, you get a free Potcoin, and you can save up these royalty coins and trade them in for joints at the end of the day. And a lot of dispensaries have to keep cash on deck, so they're actually setting targets for robberies, right. Or the federal government just says, hey, this dispensary has been in business a while. They're not allowed to have a bank account. Federally, it's illegal. Why don't we just go rob them real quick on the legal side? But it would be really hard to rob somebody of their private keys if they did not give you the encryption. So I think they're gonna have something in that relationship, that's destined to be.
That sounds good. That sounds really good. That's what I want. Because honestly, I'm just sick of paper money.
Well, 90% or over 90% of U.S. dollar isn't even printed, so it's not even real paper money anyway.
Funny, the dollar's not even worth $1. It's like 4 cents or something.
It's going to be bad when people realize how money works, because I think that's another thing, though. People are starting to question money, and it's all because of Bitcoin. It's it starts with, well, what is Bitcoin? But the conversation has to take a step back, and you have to say, hey, well, what is money? And now people that didn't even care are actually looking into money itself because they're interested in this new money. And to understand the new money, they have to understand the current money, and then they start to see the actual use case for blockchain technology, because fractional reserve banking is a scam.
Yep. It's an idea, and we're coming up with better ideas.
It is just an idea, and we will have more ideas. Bitcoin is not going to be the last money system. It's just the next money system.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. They say, well, what's Occupy Wall Street? Well, guess what? It's called Bitcoin. That's what.
Exactly. Yeah, except a lot less trash when we're done.
There's another side to it, too, is I think cryptos are pushing back against the consumer mentality. Because I remember, I could spend $300 every few months, but now all that money just goes to crypto without hesitation. And spending money now in general just feels totally different.
Wow, Bitcoin is attacking consumerism, dude.
And you feel you feel more intelligent with your money. Oh man, I'm really pushing my money.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm buying money with my money that makes me more money.
Right. It's amazing. It is so amazing.
It feels crazy to spend that amount on something that's not going to grow over time.
It does. People don't think about that when they buy an $800 iPhone and then drop and crack the screen as a bad investment. You know what I mean? Or oh, you bought you bought Bitcoin, that's a bad investment. You're rocking an iPhone 10. That lost all of its value the day you activated it, right? You're an idiot.
I'm trying to tell people, they're like, oh, I don't have money to invest. I'm like, dude, you can get in pennies on the dollar.
I bet they all smoke weed and have cigarettes. They could pinch the cigarette money, invest it for 1 or 2 months, have an investment, and then go back to buying cigarettes again. It won't even change your lifestyle to have a safety net.
Yep. Shoot, if you invest right, you could buy a goddamn fucking tobacco field.
Mm-hmm. That is true, man. Shit, coming up soon, a marijuana field.
Right. Seriously, people need to think about the biggest picture, not the.
So what do you feel when you see a dip, though? Since you're so new to the space, only a couple months in, crypto, Bitcoin, and all these coins are at the highest. They're at all-time highs, but now they're in a dip. Do you see it as an opportunity, or are you still in the front of your head waiting for a bigger dip before you actually jump in as much as you're wanting, or are you in as much as you can be? What do you think about this?
On the last dip. We went on the last dip. We got in on the last dip. And I was I didn't want to be I'm not trying to get greedy. I just want to get in somewhere where it's, I can get in, and then, I'm not waiting for a huge, humongous dip. I feel like that's kind of that's going to bite me in the ass if I keep doing that. It's let's just get in on one and then hold it, you know what I'm saying? Don't let all these other, dips or whatever's coming in the future trip me out. I got to, stay in or, get scared and run away. I don't want to do that. So I want to, stay here, and
strong hands.
Figure out what I need to do next. So, and talk to other people and just get some advice, and I don't want to rush to conclusions. Oh man, I got to sell. No, I feel like when you're in this, you don't really do that. It's not buying and selling too much. It's more like you're investing, and you want to stick with some stuff and then take a little bit out, keep it in, and keep doing that over time, right?
Yeah, well, that's where you hear all the great success stories. Is really lazy people who didn't do anything but hold. And it's the guys who really worked hard and behind the charts, sweating, trading for hours, that barely made it by the skin of their teeth. It's really just hodl. That is the key to success when it comes to this stuff. It's supply and demand. The market has less coin available over time, the demand gains, and there we go. You're fine. You didn't even have to do anything extra. If you end up trading, you're going to put time and effort into it. Time is money. You're going to lose money by putting time into it. You already lost the moment you started your trade because you're in debt the hour you put into the trade. So forget it. Just buy and hold, and once you start to get more familiar with it, then if you feel comfortable, trade. But that's like going out to hunt deer when you can go to the corner store and get jerky. I don't really feel like doing that all the time, but every once in a while you get the itch to go do something that's going to get your adrenaline rushing, so you go buy a shitcoin and hope it makes you more Bitcoin.
Right. That's I like it. Why does shitcoin make the Bitcoin?
A lot of people are using Bitcoin right now unnecessarily, and they're complaining that it doesn't work. Have you run into that feeling where you wanted to use Bitcoin, but it's just too expensive to move or impractical or whatever? Because you kind of got into the space when the fees were just ridiculous.
Right. I mean, I haven't seen that too much.
Well, that's good. That means you're not overusing the technology. That's the thing, man. A lot of people are trying to use Bitcoin to buy coffee. I get it. It's cool. But you're a beta tester, so you're going to pay a premium to be the first to use a technology that's nothing but full of bugs. And you know this. You're using technology before it's finalized. It's in beta. So you're paying a premium for a headache. I wouldn't use Bitcoin to buy coffee because the transaction fee doesn't make sense for me. So I wouldn't overuse the technology. It's abuse. It would be like trying to make Netflix work back when we had 56K dial-up and you had to get off the house phone to get on AOL chat rooms just to talk to your friends. And you're trying to use, Netflix and 4K, streaming. It's not going to work. You're going to be like, the internet sucks, man. Netflix doesn't work on the internet. Dial-ups fail. Technology. We should just stop. I think there's a time and a place for everything. We in America, we have pretty good money transfer system. We have Visa, we have cash. It works. This is a just in case situation, and I like using it. I pay the premium to be the beta tester, but I don't complain about it. You know what I mean? I eat it because I want to be the person in the forefront of the technology, helping work out the kinks. But you don't have to use Bitcoin every day. You just invest in the technology for tomorrow.
That's right.
Do you see it more as a money or more as a technology?
Oh, it's definitely technology.
Oh, man.
It's just.
How do you see it being used as a technology? How do you perceive blockchain technology being used other than for money?
Just everything dude, it's gonna go to everything, buying cars and everything. It's gonna be. I'm telling you, it's going to enhance our lives so much. People don't understand. I feel like we are the beta testers, like you said, and you're going to be teaching your grandchildren or even that about this, and you're going to be straight wizard at this shit. That's how we're going to be in the future.
It's funny about technology. By the time I have grandkids, they'll probably be better at this than I am at it now, and they'll be making their own altcoin on their iPhone 20 in the playground to trade for jelly bracelets on the schoolyard.
Dude, I got my kid right now. He's reading about coding video games and stuff. I'm just like, dude, I'm telling him about crypto and stuff, and he thinks it's pretty cool, that we can mine stuff on the computer and get currency, and it's not this paper money. It's not like, oh, we got George Washington on a dollar bill. He's like, this is really cool, So I'm so excited for the future because I feel like it's just gonna be easier for the people that really get into it now. We're gonna be way ahead. People are gonna be broke and understanding why why they didn't get on it now and say, oh man, these people are so crazy. Why are they doing this? What is this crap? What is Bitcoin?
I feel the same way about a bank account. like, I
Oh,
feel
God.
so bad for people with a bank account. I'm like, aw, you poor sucker, because
You know
you're
what?
about to
That's
get
what I'm
robbed.
saying.
What's
I
up?
found a crazy statistic that there's 260 million people in the United States or something like that. I heard less than half of them have a bank account, and that shit's been around for like how long?
Wow.
But think about how long it's going to take for Bitcoin to get adopted.
Not
It's
long.
probably going
Not long, because of all the hoops you have to jump through to get a bank account aren't all the hoops you have to jump through to open a Bitcoin wallet. You just download a damn app. Done.
Yeah,
Right.
but the people aren't going up to the bank and like, oh, there's too many hoops to jump, and then they leave. There's people that don't even, they're uneducated and not even making the effort.
Yeah, but there's also
And
the,
Right,
the
that's
majority don't have identification. Like, that's a big problem. They're homeless. They have no
That's what I'm
IDs. It's really hard to get a bank account when you don't have a job.
Right.
But I think I heard you say, like, you remember that like the homeless person on the street who has like that brand new smartphone but's asking you for money, and you're like, bro, you could be making money right here on your phone. You can have a bank right here on your phone. What's up?
Right.
Right. It's easier for him to open a Jack's wallet on his phone than it is to open a Wells Fargo account and put his hat out and hope it goes into his Wells Fargo account when he does a jig on the sidewalk.
Right. Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
I just think that the technology will be more embraced than the previous. So, like, you know, how many people had landlines opposed to how many people have cell phones? How many people have bank accounts opposed to how many people will have Bitcoin accounts? I think that,
Right.
you know, the phone being the bank account and the ease of use of the technology, the borderless entry of use, I think that'll, I mean, you can see a 5-year-old have a Bitcoin wallet. You can't have a 5-year-old with a bank account. No matter how much you love the kid, you just can't give it to them.
Right. We making pips.
At least that's my hope. I do hope people will fully embrace this, because I think we're in that period of time where everybody's embracing new technology as a whole. We have people that didn't even really care for video games playing VR and being blown away.
Right.
You know, people that, you know, look at recently, a lot of people that have been calling Bitcoin, you know, not money, are taking it back at this point. They're all, you know, biting their hat, you know, saying, I'm sorry,
Yep.
I missed this opportunity because I was an idiot.
Right.
I think that what, you know, Bitcoin's doing is to the banks what Netflix did to Blockbuster, but then one step farther, what Kick-Ass Torrents is going to do to Netflix.
Right.
You know, we decentralized entertainment, we can decentralize money, and there's nothing they can do besides at the ISP level to stop us.
Right. We're just trying to make less criminals of ourselves. Like, it's so easy for paper money and all this shit to turn, you know, people into criminals that aren't not even that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just more freedom for the people, and it needs to be that way, or the government's going to have, it's just, we're not going to see eye to eye to nothing. It's not, it's, you know what I mean? They better give us something, you know, if they want us to even do this whole charade that we do, you know, every day. Life,
Point
you know,
0.01%. That's what they'll give you. 0.01%, bro. That's what you get.
So
Hey, Marcello, do you use Bitcoin to, like, buy things daily, or cryptocurrencies to buy things daily, or do you use, like, fiat for daily?
Yeah, hell no, I don't use Bitcoin.
No, I meant like Litecoin or any crypto, Ethereum, because I use my Shift payments card for like everything.
Nah, bro, I hold.
I need to get one of those.
Yeah, I'm so far all in crypto. If I want to buy anything, I have to spend some crypto. I just have to pick one of the 3 that my Shift card, you know, uses, or 4 now. Crap, Bitcoin Cash is on there. 4.
This crypto's burning a hole in his crypto.
I mean, I went so far all in. If I want something to eat, I have to pick a cryptocurrency to spend. I just don't have fiat.
I feel you.
No, I'm big on trading altcoins at the moment.
Where are you trading at? What exchange?
Right now, primarily Binance.
Respect. Did you use my referral link?
And no, I didn't, man.
I was
didn't
just
get
kidding.
that. I'm looking at it. But I got a pretty good system going on, and I think for me the key is like I set these targets of 10 to 15% after buying, instead of like the 100% gains that people are trying to chase. And I think 10% is just very easy during the bull market with very low risk. So it doesn't take
Right.
it doesn't take much.
10% with very low risk. Try to say that to a traditional investor, bro. He'll try to drug test you.
Hey, I ain't traditional, man. I diversify, rinse, and repeat all day, man.
No, but that's what I'm
money.
saying. You're right. 10% is like, that's easy. It's what I've been trying to tell people. Like, I'm no expert. I never traded a currency or a stock or traded anything in my life before I started trading cryptocurrencies. It's literally color by numbers, common sense, profit. Buy red,
Right.
sell green, don't be greedy, get the hell out. Like, that's it. I've been doing that forever.
Right, don't be greedy. Right, and he's working smart, not hard.
Oh, Ripple's gonna go to $5 though, everybody. Don't worry. Ripple will be $5. Just hold your bags, bro.
And Tron. Hold
No,
your
no.
Tron.
Right.
Tron to $100. I swear to God, dude. They got a deal with
Tron.
they got a deal with Netflix. I heard.
Yep.
Yep.
Satire. Oh my God, this is not investment advice. So, what are your guys' favorite altcoins? Big Head, Indica, you go. What's your favorite altcoin as far as a project? Like, what project do you really like as far as like a cryptocurrency blockchain altcoin?
I mean, I've been looking at stuff, but I haven't really, messed with any altcoins. Any advice on where to go that, any altcoins,
Well, I mean, you got to
get
pick
into,
projects that you believe in. That way, when you put money into it, you don't care if it goes up and down. If you get into something just purely to make money off of it, you're emotionally attached out of the gate, even if you were, did or didn't need the money. This was your intention in the first place. So I try my best not to let the intention be make money. So like some of my altcoins. So here's some of my altcoins that I really liked and I went pretty heavy into, and it wasn't to make money, and I got lucky. Basic Attention Token, Golem, SWAT from Swarm City, Potcoin is another one of them. There's EOS, OMG, all these projects that I invested in were because I wanted to live in a world where they exist so I can have like a better quality of life. So it was in the gains of quality of life, not in the gains of profit. And I actually made out pretty good in profit because the projects are actually appealing to bigger money because everybody wants to live in a world where most of these projects exist.
Right. That's why I like Potcoin, because I believe in cannabis, and it's helped me throughout a lot of things since I got diagnosed with Crohn's in 2015. So that's why I guess I really like Potcoin, because it's just, I want to live in a world where people can choose what medicine they want to heal themselves with, and cannabis should be one of those.
Yeah, so, I mean, I use it to treat my depression, anxiety,
oh hell yeah,
insomnia. Oh, yes. My mom has MS, so I feel you when it comes to actual, medical, like, diagnosed and prescribed use cases, and she has a hard time because it's like miles and miles and miles away to get to the nearest dispensary, and she has to go with cash to this neighborhood, and everybody knows if you're walking in there you got cash, so it just feels like a setup, you know what I mean? The whole system kind of leaves you vulnerable.
It is, bro. You're woke. That's why you're in crypto. You're a smart dude.
I was telling somebody I had a dollar USD, one USD paper wallet right here, and they didn't get it, but there's the public key. I have the public key right here, and the private key is held by the Federal Reserve, and that's what makes this currency a scam. It's a digital currency where only 10% of it exists in this form. The public key is right here, but the private key is withheld by a private entity that can print as many as they want of these. So I was trying to explain this as a paper wallet, because somebody was like, well, Bitcoin isn't physical. So I showed them a Bitcoin paper wallet, and I was like, well, here's the fucking physical form, motherfucker. Like, do you feel it?
Right.
That's Bitcoin.
Right.
This is USD. It's the same exact representation.
Yeah, I know. People just can't wrap their head around
I definitely recommend earning crypto too, rather than buying it and investing in it. Honestly, like, find somebody who needs a job done. Say, I'll do it, pay me in crypto. Or, find a crypto job that's available and earn it. Or, dude, Steam it. You could do strain reviews for medical purposes on Steam it. Review a strain.
Right.
Explain the, the usage, the side effects, the, practical use case, whatever. And make an informative article on a strain, and you could earn cryptocurrency by providing information. So you're incentivized to put together good information for the community, and you can earn off of that.
Right.
So you could
I
actually,
know.
you
I was
know,
thinking of doing
yeah,
that.
you could contribute to legalization of recreational marijuana and all of that while earning off of your hard efforts.
Right. I could talk about the strains and how it helps me with my ailments and see what people think and, you know, quality content.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah, what's
using
up?
Steam It for a while, man. What's up, Charlo?
Let me combine both of y'all's like arguments. So Ken is talking about how you should do your research on a token and invest from there, and you're saying, well, I like pot because it improves my life and it helps me out, so I'm going to invest in that. I would combine that because it's like, I like apple pie, but I'm not going to buy apple pie coin because I don't know the company behind it. I don't know if they're going to be successful. I don't know if their ideals match with my ideals. So if you like Potcoin, you got to make sure that the people who are waking up in the morning and going to the Potcoin offices
Mm-hmm.
have the same mentality you have, or doing the same charity that you're doing. So I mean, because there's like 10 different Potcoins out there, so I would try to do a little research and figure out which
Funny.
coin or which company aligns best with your outlook, and then invest from there.
Right.
Yep.
That makes a lot more sense.
Hella well said.
Right.
He said I like pie,
Very
but
good
he's like,
advice.
there actually is a pie coin, by the way. The tiny crypto blog says.
That's funny.
I mean, yeah, if I could take all my hobbies and then buy coins based on my hobbies, I might be broke, but at least I'd be happy.
I would, you know what? Flappy Bird coin will probably make me just as upset as the Flappy Bird app. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I saw it. It's there. It exists. Fuck that coin. I'm not buying it.
Dude, there's all kinds of coins. There's somebody that I know was buying coins, gay coin. Actually got a lot of gains on it.
That's crazy. I mean, anything with like,
And
a gimmick like that will
yeah.
probably stand out. Yup. I wonder if they'll add it to
That's
like
funny.
one of those Tinder apps or something. That would be crazy.
I'm saying if you and your
Grindr,
straight friend are
yeah.
hanging out and he shows you his portfolio and there's a bunch of gay coin in there, you're like, bro, what's up?
That's
You
what
know
I
what I'm
was.
telling
I thought the same thing. I was like, bro,
you?
bro.
They're gonna tweet they have a deal with Grindr coming soon or app implementation. Watch, I see it. And that's another thing, dude. Don't believe anything you read on the internet ever. I mean,
No.
like everybody was
Right.
talking about Ripple being added to Coinbase, and I just felt like I had to explain it to 1,000 people why that wouldn't happen ever. It just doesn't make any sense for anybody involved, but people were buying it up and it went over $3, and I think I tweeted out when it was at its like all-time high, this is not going to end well. And currently
No.
it's at like $1.60 or under. I don't think it'll ever
Somebody's
recover.
like, wait
So just
one
be
more week. I'll
just be
make my
careful
money
reading,
back.
tweets from people saying they got a project. Like IOTA said they were teaming with Microsoft. That was bullshit. Who
Right.
else recently had to take back something they said? It was something big too.
Well, I saw that Tron was copying large portions of their white paper against legitimate companies.
Oh my
And
god, that doesn't surprise me any.
yeah, I mean, you're not going to get away with that stuff.
I've been trying to get the founder, John or whatever his name is, from Twitter on the show to talk about Tron. He's ducking me. I don't blame him. I got some fucked up questions for that guy.
That would be awesome. That
What else
would
you got? What are the questions?
Yeah, fire away. Come on, big head, hit us.
So you're saying like, make sure, altcoins you invest, with your heart and stuff like that, make sure you're gonna
Do your
stick
due
with it.
diligence. That's what we're saying.
Right. Exactly. Get in there like a straight, warrior. Make sure you're making the right moves, let's go by the whims, do your research, I really respect that. That's what I need to be hearing more of this stuff because at first I had no idea where to go or what to do, I need to understand this.
Have you ever heard of
and-
crypto kitties?
Yeah, is that like, what is that, a sham? What is that?
A sham. Hey, Charlo, you know much about crypto kitties?
Man, I got a crazy story about that. If
Oh,
you can give me 30
please.
seconds.
Give me this story.
Right.
Yes. So I'm part of the Bitcoin podcast, and we get dozens of people that want to be on our show every day. So the guy who created CryptoKitties is this dude named Benny. He's some Asian dude. Obviously, he's a millennial because he wrote me and he told me that, hey, cuz I got the next lit project. It's so dank. It's gonna turn Ethereum on its side. It's about to blow the fuck up. And I'm just like, I ignored him. I didn't know who he was. And 2 weeks later, CryptoKitties came out, and everything that he said was gonna happen happened. And then, so I kind of tucked my tail between my legs. I'm like, hey man, you want to come on our show? And then he like promptly ignored me and never got back to me, as he should have, because I blew him off first, and then he blew me off. So you never know where the next best thing is going to come from, man. You really don't.
Wow, I hope I can get him on my show. That's fucking hilarious, dude. That is pretty friggin' funny. I've actually didn't buy any CryptoKitties yet. I'm waiting for the CryptoKitty dip, but I do want to get some kitties, man. So apparently they're ERC20 tokens, and they're unique in identity. So if you were to hold 2 of these CryptoKitties, you can put them in a wallet, and they will breed. Basically, it's like staking a coin like Neo to get a coin like Gas. You feel me? So you can hold these 2 cats, and they'll have sex, and they'll give you a kitten, and it'll be worth something on the open market. So you could essentially, stake these coins for the dividends, and you're a crazy cat lady for a living. And I wanted to get a bunch of them, but when I got, I was in the Bahamas on a cruise when I first got like popular and wind of all of these, so I didn't really get a chance to buy any. And I'm waiting, but I do want to get a couple of these CryptoKitties so I can start breeding them and selling them to suckers on the internet that want to give me cash or money for digital animals, because that's awesome. Like, I try to compare Bitcoin to Pokemon cards or Beanie Babies all the time, and this is like Beanie Babies meets Pokemon cards meets Bitcoin. Like, it makes the conversation that much more relatable, because when you start to explain it to people, like, look, it's a rare item. It can be, its uniqueness can be proven to be original if you own it. Like, if you own, a Pokemon card, I can prove that it's a real one and you didn't fake it and you have an original. And you can do the same thing with these unique characters on the internet. And, people kind of get the concept of it. So I definitely think it's cool. I definitely think it's a unique idea, but it's a total waste of the Ethereum blockchain for sure.
Be a cat daddy.
It was literally cat videos on the blockchain. Like, somebody took that literal waste of electricity and did it and made a lot of money doing it. Cats on the blockchain.
It's cool. You can breed and grow coins.
Dude, it's crazy, because this means, you could come up with the project where maybe you make some kind of weed card coin things, and I could splice strains to have unique strains to trade on the internet. Maybe I can get some skunk haze coin or something out of staking skunk and purple haze. I don't know. The crazy use cases of blockchain technology are like endless if we're starting with CryptoKitties.
Right, that's cool.
We're still in the infancy of the use of this technology. Oh, BTC Kyle says that we have to give away some of these social points tonight. He's going to give me some social points.
Oh, wow.
Social points. So, Kyle, pick somebody out of the chat, and they'll be the winner. We'll get somebody some social points. Kyle will send me them, and then I will send them to you, and you will just reach out to me on Facebook, Ken Bozak. That's pretty cool. We're going to do a giveaway of social points thanks to BTC Kyle. Hey, Kyle, I'll see you in Miami. Me and Marcello will be out there. We'll make sure to meet up with you.
Yup.
When is this?
This 18th and the 19th of this month in Miami. There is the North American Bitcoin Conference. And Marcello will be there, and I will be there, and BTC Kyle will be there.
Man, I need to get to one of these. I need to get to one of these get-togethers here soon. Fly out somewhere.
Well, go to a local meetup, man, or host one yourself. You can go to meetups.com and host a meetup or join one. I bet you there's a couple local cryptocurrency meetups already happening in your city. Bet.
Right, there's got to be some in Colorado Springs.
Dude, Colorado. Crypto Therapy. My boy John Crothers is out there. You guys could start up a meetup if there isn't one, but I bet there is.
That would be dope as shit. That would be
Meetups are where it's really at, dude. If you have questions about cryptocurrencies, I think, local in-person meetups where you can establish a relationship with the people that have, experience in the industry in person makes it a lot easier to, digest the information from a fellow peer than a complete stranger on YouTube like me.
Exactly. That's really cool. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I need to do those meetups. It just then I can just really just talk to people about, like, in my community what they're doing, and why they got into it, and how it's affecting them,
That's why I'm always asking people, like, what got you into Bitcoin? Like, why are you even here?
Right.
Why are you still here? Because this shit sucks. Like, come back later. Come back when it's fucking better. Come back when it's done. Like, Bitcoin sucks right now. I know it won't eventually. So, like, that's why I'm here. But, like, why are you all still here? There's so many people that are invested in the cryptocurrencies that are just so absorbed into looking at the price, they're missing life pass them by. And I do it, Marcello does it, because we found a way to kind of make a living off of it, or at least make it worth some of the time we spend doing it. But I feel bad for the people that just spend all this time staring at the price of it and waiting for a dip to buy in. Just, do it or don't. And if, you can avoid the information, dude. Avoid the FUD and set some dollar cost averaging, Do you do any dollar cost averaging at all? Use Coinbase. They have repeat investments. You can kind of like set it and forget it.
Right. I mean, I have been doing that, yes. And I do it like, at 3%, I guess.
Hey, if you can guess the first altcoin that BTC Kyle went 10x in profit on, you will win some social points. There have been a lot of guesses. Yeah. What coin? No. 10x.
You have a 1 in 1,400 chance.
Yeah, I know. It could be any one of those pieces of shit. I'm going to go with Steam. Steam. Possibly Steam. I don't know. Do you use Steam It at all, Marcello?
Nah, I'm not a Steam It person.
You don't use it to like find any blogs or anything at all?
Nah, I'm a Medium guy, even though that kind of contradicts what I'm all about.
A little bit. Kind of supporting the man. Fighting the man at the same damn time.
Hey, man, I wake up every day and report to the man. Unlike you, man, congratulations on breaking the shackles.
Thank you. How I have to explain it to people is I didn't get to, like, I'm not like friggin' magically unemployed and I don't have to worry about anything. What I did was I saved up money in 2017, so much in fact, and I worked 40 hours a week for 52 weeks that year at my day job. Plus, I put in all this time and effort into crypto. So I basically worked for a year or two in advance. So I worked hard enough in 2017 to cover myself till at least 2019, 2020. And hopefully my investments will get me through the rest of that. Because I don't want to do shit.
Right, I feel you. Same.
Nope.
I want to do cool shit in cool places with cool people. That's what I want to do.
Somebody, BTC Kyle said it starts with an S, and immediately somebody said Doge. That would be somebody who says Doge, though. Like, that sounds reasonable. Do you guys buy any Doge, that friggin' meme coin? When I first got into crypto, I actually grabbed some of it. It's on my Ledger Blue hardware wallet, and I am terrified to look at it.
I didn't buy it.
I see Marcello in the chat. Hold on.
My bad, man. I'll tell you what, though,
Peter also has a Lambo.
Yeah, Peter, I'm gonna see Peter in Miami. I like him. He's a cool guy.
Peter Saddington.
Yeah, I like Peter.
Yeah, I had him on the show. He's pretty damn funny. He's cool as hell, man. Really fucking supportive guy, for real, for real. He's like one of those Gary V, Tony Robbins kind of guy for crypto.
Yeah,
Oh
I can't get him on my show because I'll be like, "Hey, man, you wanna come on?" He's like, "Yeah, I got time right now." I'm like, "Oh, it don't work like that, man. Like, I was hoping you had time like 5 weeks from
right.
now. I'm booked. Sorry." So
That's how
I'm
it
still
happened
working
with
on it.
me and him. I was like, "Yo, you want to go live?" He was like, "Yeah, tonight." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. See, so you do the show by yourself, so you have the flexibility. Me, I gotta. Hey, Corey, what are you doing? Hey, D, what are you doing? Oh, you're busy. You know, it's harder for me to get people on the fly like that.
Yeah, but that's
True.
your guys. The Bitcoin podcast is totally different than my show. If you guys are really looking for like solid information, not just entertainment, go to the bitcoinpodcast.com. Check out the Bitcoin podcast. There's many podcasts on the network, and you'll get way more information. This is information wrapped in entertainment for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want a Lambo though. I want a Tesla 3, one of those self-driving e-cars from Elon Musk, and I want to get it from him in person when I send him Bitcoin from my phone to his phone.
That's legit.
Chella's saying the
I
S8
can do
Civic.
Everybody's got sports cars now.
Yeah, dude, what's your crypto car, man? What's the car you're gonna buy with crypto, Indica?
Honestly, I want to get a car restored. I want to get something like maybe a GTO or I don't know. I want to get an old car. I want
Nice.
to get. I want to get something. I want to get something restored. That's for sure. So
Reduce, reuse, and
maybe
recycle, bro.
yeah, exactly. And maybe I don't know. Maybe travel the country with my crypto.
I don't know if you're gonna get
That would
far
be
traveling
cool.
the country in a antique restore, but I like the passion.
Hey, maybe not. I have to fill it up all the time.
I'm actually trying to book a cruise every month in 2018 with some of my crypto profits, so I don't stay still since I don't have a job. I just want to go on a cruise to, Bahamas,
Cruise.
Mexico, Antarctica, Hawaii. Yeah, dude, every month this year I'm trying to go on a cruise.
Well, sign me up for that Antarctica cruise.
Yo, seriously,
Yeah,
if you'll
that's
come,
what it is.
no, seriously, Cello, if you're serious, if you'll come, I'll pay for it. Me and you will go to Antarctica, bro.
I'm down, man.
Oh,
Let me know.
yes.
Give me a couple weeks ahead of time, and I'll make preparations.
Right. Tell
Oh,
'em.
dude, man, cruises are a lot cheaper than people think, so, I mean, like, one Ethereum will get us a fucking 2-week cruise. I got a couple
I'm down.
cruises.
I
got
want to go back to Sicily.
I got into Ethereum pre-fork.
Fuck yeah.
You got into cryptocurrencies only a couple months ago. How did you feel when Bitcoin forked? What was your initial thoughts?
Shit. Let's go. That's what I thought. I'm like,
Were
ready
you
to go.
worried though? Did you kind of understand it? Like, what were some of the things that you didn't get were going on? Like, what were the questions you had? Stuff like that.
I was just like, I hope it doesn't, bite me in the ass like doing it now. Like, I was just worried that I might have missed my opportunity, but then once I started doing it, I was like, no, I still have time, like don't trip. You still got time to get things going, balance everything out. So I'm just trying to keep myself in the game, and not I don't know.
Yeah,
Stress
exactly.
myself.
Exactly what I'm saying. Just either you want it or you don't. And if you're going to invest in this, you're going to probably do it for 5-10 years. So there's no reason to look at it every Saturday. Doesn't make sense. Or every day even. Some people look at it every day and they're like, I invested in Bitcoin last week and I'm already down. And I'm like, wait, you just got in last week and you're saying you're already down? Like, do you understand how investing works? This isn't magic profits. This is magic internet money. Total difference. Oh, whoa, it looks like Jim won. He said Startcoin. I never heard of Startcoin, but apparently that's the first altcoin BTC Kyle got 10x in, so he wins some social points.
Starcoin.
Never heard of it.
Nice.
Good guess.
What was your most profitable coin in 2017, Marcello?
2000. Oh, I when I was at DevCon, I bought $200 worth of status coin, and uh, I think I got like 15 times, no, 30 gains on that, 30 times gains on that. So that was
Whoa.
nice.
That is nice. That is
In
hella
2 months.
nice. In
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah, so I bought it in November, and by the beginning of January, it mooned. But that's a long-term hold for me, so.
Exactly. Fuck yeah.
So do you guys like? So, wow, that's crazy. That's insane. I mean, for me, I had accidentally invested in Ripple, but I was making a tutorial for YouTube on how to like use a Ripple wallet, and it wasn't that much at the time. It was like $90 worth of Ripple for my video, and I forgot about it, and then like I sold it for like $9,000.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well,
that was insane.
what's crazy though is,
But I still
so the
lost
reason why-
money. That's what's crazy. I still lost money because in Satoshi it wasn't in profit, only in dollars.
I only got into it because Corey did some work for Status, and I guess at the time it wasn't worth that much, so Corey got like an exorbitant amount of Status, like 500,000 Status tokens, and then I think it was worth like, I don't know, half a cent back then, but I mean, you never know. So I guess my second piece of advice is, if you're new to this community, there's a lot of white papers, a lot of ICOs that will accept the community to help them out, find a bug in their code, do some outreach stuff for them, and they will give you tokens. And you never know, man. If they give you 30,000 tokens and that token is, I don't know, 50 cents, that's 15 grand right there.
Right.
You never know. It's kind of like that. It's a gamble. You can either, hey, I'll give you $500 up front, or I'll give you 50,000 tokens. And if you're smart, I would just start stacking up the alts.
Exactly.
Yep.
I did an
Diversify.
interview with, I did an interview with My Ether Wallet last week, and they said they actually hire the top commenters on Reddit threads. They will actually hire them on their team.
That is
So you
the
never know,
best
man.
way to get a job. How'd you get a job? Reddit comments. They just hired me, bro. I'm just that fucking good at commenting.
Yeah. Because
That's
they
fucking
can't
dope.
trust anybody. You can't trust anybody in this industry because either people don't know enough about it, or they know
Right.
enough about it but they're not passionate about the space. So they'll go on Reddit because that's where the dorks like us hang out, and then you can get a job.
That's why I like Steam It, man, because Steam It will motivate these kinds of people that don't want to be a part of or help that that group that you said that doesn't do the Reddit stuff. They understand they could break it down, but they don't have any incentivization for it. We need more incentives for the smarter people to contribute to the community, because Elon Musk isn't breaking down blockchain technology on Reddit, but it would be nice if people of his intellect had incentives to maybe take a toilet tweet and put out their opinion if it was going to make them a couple bucks.
Right. See.
I do not know much about the Z Classic fork coming up. How about you, Marcello?
I know nothing about it, my friend.
Nope, I don't really follow too much privacy coins. I think if any cryptocurrencies are going to have a hard time during the dawn of regulation, it will be the privacy coins. But
Right.
that's the coins everybody that's the true like anarchist, crypto enthusiast type person is going for, these privacy coins. But I got a couple. I like Dash, but that's about all I really hold, because I don't know how well they'll be accepted. Certain exchanges may not be able to trade these coins. Like, I couldn't possibly see Coinbase adding Dash because it's a privacy coin, and that's its weakness. It's a good cryptocurrency.
So, also, I was going to ask, as we keep going into the future with crypto, are we gonna have to pay taxes with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we have to go? From doing that, we're gonna have to give back to something.
Yes, you have to
Okay.
pay your taxes, bro, by law.
Well, no, that. Oh, I know that, but with crypto, like, how's that work?
I don't know. They never really taught me that in high school, so I don't really feel obligated to do anything about it personally,
Right.
but like I know I have to. It's going to come down to it. I'm working on an interview with a tax attorney to have him come on the show. Basically, every trade is a taxable event. It's first come, first or first in, first out. So if you bought Bitcoin
Right.
at $100 and you never ever used it, but you bought it every day all the way up till today, and you decided
Right.
to use Bitcoin tomorrow, the
Mm-hmm.
first time you bought Bitcoin up until this time right now, whatever the gains were, that's what you'd have to claim on the first time you used it because it was first in, first out, not last in, first out. So it really
Right.
complicates things, especially if you've been trading it and moving it. And I don't know, man. It's
Exactly.
going to be a nightmare. That's how it's going to come out. But if you're just getting into it, I would definitely recommend staying on top of what you got and what you paid for it. And
Right.
maybe use Blockfolio. They have a setting in there where you can log what you bought at what price you bought it, and every time you buy or sell, you can log that, and you can maybe take that to a tax attorney at H&R Blockchain in the future, and
Right.
they'll help you out.
Right.
So yeah, man. If you don't have any other questions, I guess we could wrap this up. If you have anything though, man, feel free to ask.
Yeah, this was awesome, yo. I appreciate this a lot. Like both y'all. Ken, Marcello, thank you very much, y'all.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey, man, I'm always here to, talk about Bitcoin. Ask me about Bitcoin, and definitely here to help. I just want to shout out to BTC Kyle. Thanks for the support in the chat there,
Much
bro.
love.
That is pretty damn cool. Everybody have a night. Check out the bitcoinpodcast.com. And, yeah, hodl tight, guys. What can I say?
Hell yeah, Ken, thank you.
Hey Ken, can I say the parting words?
Go for it.
Hell yeah.
Have a day.
Peace.